Hi, I'm speaking with Jillian Nolan, theater teacher of Bravo Company. Right now the kids are working on their show, The Ever After. Hi, Jillian, welcome.
Hi.
Hi, so what are 3 positive aspects of theater for kids?
Well, I think the most important one is that it really brings out a personality in a child. There are a lot of really shy children that we get who, in the classroom, they don't talk, they don't do anything. And this really sort of gets them outside of their shell and gets them to interact with kids, to make friends. So it really gives them confidence and it gives them a chance to be creative. That's another thing. A lot of kids don't have an outlet these days. And creativity is a very important outlet for kids to explore, to create, to experiment. And I think it's also important because you need to exercise both sides of your brain, your left and your right side. And if you're always exercising your left side of your brain, mathematics, English, you're losing a part of exercising the right side of the brain. I think it's important to exercise both sides.
All of it, yeah. So what do you think the difference is, because you work with children and adults? So what is the difference in teaching children compared to adults?
Children have a lot more imagination. Children are actually, I found them to be harder to direct sometimes. Children require a lot more work, a lot more patience, and sometimes children require you to really explain things a lot further to them than necessarily adults. So there's a lot more teaching involved. I mean, I definitely try to teach when I direct adults, but there's a lot more teaching involved with directing children. When it comes to a show, you're teaching them the basics sometimes, whereas most adults already know those basics.
Right. Well, and speaking of shows, the kids are working on one called The Ever After. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Ever After is like a fairy tale talk show, so everyone knows, everyone lived happily ever after. Well, did they? So this talk show kind of brings back the old guests like Cinderella, Snow White, the Stepsisters, Evil Queen, Jiminy Cricket. So it brings them back and asks them what really happened after, the curtains closed or the screen went black, How did your life turn out? And so it's just a fun, cute little musical about, what really happens when the fairy tale's over.
Well, great. It does sound fun. Well, thank you for your time. And if any of you want to find out any more about Bravo Company or The Ever After, you can go to www.stage-right.org. Thanks, Jillian.
Thank you.